Hello students, welcome back again. You know that in the previous presentation, in the volume 1, we have discussed about, I'll just remind you, we have discussed about what is the definition and what is the meaning of the factor market, and what is the meaning of the product market, what is the difference between the product market and the factor market. Okay, I'll just repeat you once again. The product market is nothing but the directly demanding for the product which is converting from the raw materials and all. Okay, then that is a final product. Okay, then we are talking about the factor market. Factor market is nothing but exchanging the services of the product or maybe the factors of the production, that is land, labor, capital, organization, everything will comes here, that is factors. So here we have stopped in the previous video. There's the features of the factor market, so various features are there. Okay, that is maybe demand for the product or demand for the labor, or maybe there's a directly demand for the product and indirectly demand for the factor. So various features will be there. So in the next slide we are going to discuss about the distribution of the income. So you know that the income will be distributing in two ways. There is a personal distribution and the functional distribution. Okay, let's see here. There's a personal distribution. It refers to the study of the individual income. You know that personal distribution is nothing but the individual income. So it analyzes how much is earned by individuals composing with the nation. Okay, each and every person, how much we are going to earn and how much we are contributing to the nation. That is very much important here. But difficulty is that we cannot explain individual income accurately, as individual earn their income from various sources which depends on the social and the political structure, system of ownership of property and the laws of inheritance. Therefore, personal distributions of any income is very complicated. So what it mean here, the personal distribution or the personal income, ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅನಲೈಸ್. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಮೊದಲು ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು, ಒಂದೇ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಲೆಕ್ಕದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಾರ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಾರ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅನೇಬಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವರಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅನಲೈಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ personal income. So that's the reason we have said that it difficulty is that we cannot explain individual incomes accurately, because earlier namdu income in, for example, if you are an employee, then definitely we can say what is your income, that is a end of the salary, whatever we get, that is our income. That is not an income actually, that is just an income. Okay, there is an what you can say, disposable income will also there. Okay, disposable income is what, after spending everything, whatever left for you, that is nothing but the income. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಒಂದು 20,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಗೋರಿ, ಆ 20,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಮನಿ ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಟ್ತೀರಿ, ಹಾಲ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಕಟ್ತೀರಿ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಪೇ ದ ರೆಂಟ್, ವಿಲ್ ಪೇ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಿಲ್, ವಿಲ್ ಪೇ ದ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಬಿಲ್, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ EMI, every expenditure if you done, whatever left in your hand, that is nothing but the disposable income, we can say. Okay, so per income it's very difficult to analyze because we have an various sources, so we are unable to understand what is our income. So this is very difficult to contribute here. Okay, then we are talking about, that is a functional distribution. So what do you mean by this functional distribution? It is on the other hand deals with the study of a factor incomes. It is a district describes how much income is measured by each factor of the production, that is land, labor, capital and the organization. In other words, it studies the pricing of the factors of the production in terms of functions performed by each of them. Therefore, it is also described as a study of pricing is based on productive resources. So what we are talking about here, the functional distribution, it is nothing but by including your land, labor, capital and the organization. So we need to analyze how much land has been earned, how much labor has been earned, how much capital has been earned. You know that capital is not just an money. Okay, maybe you know that for the capital also you can able to earn the profit. Okay, That is what, maybe you are lending the money, or maybe you have invested for the company, and company is returning back your for your profit, as in profit. So whatever we are rewarding for our investment, maybe the human resource, or maybe the labor, or the capital, and whatever it may be. So from that, whatever you are getting, that is what we can say, that is the income. Okay, I'll just repeat here. You know that from the land we can get the rent, okay, or maybe we can get the lease. Various things will be there. Okay, and labor, you know that this is the land. Okay, and this is the labor. You know that labor, you are getting the salary, you are getting the wages, you are getting the what you can say, incentives, or you are getting what you can say, commission. Okay, so various things will be there for the labor. Similarly, for the capital also, you are getting the profit. Okay, and you are getting the interest. Okay, this is how we are talking about the capital. Similarly, for the organization, ultimately this is a profit we are expecting. So what I'm saying, ultimately this contribution will be there for the function. There's a various function. Okay, there's land, labor, capital, and the organization. So with the help of that, we can able to earn the profit. So why we are talking about all these things, distribution of the income. So how much we are contributing to the nation to analyze GDP. So this is also very much important here. Then, if you talk about the next slide, okay, that's what is the difference between the factory market and the product market. So here you need to, if you want to understand this, you need to see the volume one video. Then only you can able to understand here. So here the factory market, that's the factory market are forced for the production sorry, markets for factors of the production, that is the labor, raw materials, capital, land, etc. But the product market is markets are various products, that is a product line. You know that product line is nothing but the, that is the same company, different products will be there. That is what you can say the product line. For example, Maruti showroom is there, Maruti company is there, but in that Maruti company, you can say Swift, you can say Desire, you can say Ciaz. So various things will be there. So that is what the product lines we are talking. Okay. Then second point, there's a demand for the labor is indirect. That's what we have said. There's a derived demand. Factors, there's a derived demand, but here there's a direct demand will be there. Okay, then the third point, that the supply of the factors cannot be controlled, it can be increased or decreased. You know that factors, as I said, there's a land, labor. Okay, labor we are unable to increase, we are unable to decrease. This is very difficult. This is a what we can say, supply of the factors cannot be controlled, it's a uncontrollable factors. But supply can be increased or decreased infrequently in the product. ಯು ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಹೊರಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ನಾಗ ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಿಡಿದು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಳಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಲೇಬರ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೇಡ ಲೇಬರ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ದುಡಿಸ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇದು ಅನ್ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲೇಬಲ್, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ಅನ್ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲೇಬಲ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದ, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದೆನ್ we are talking about fourth point, that the productive resources are used for the further production. ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮೂರು ಮಂದಿ ಲೇಬರ್ ಚಲೋ ಆದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾಯ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದೂ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಏನು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಲೇಬರ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಲೇಬರ್, ಇಫ್ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ, then definitely we can able to retain in our company and we can able to reuse in a critical condition. So that is what we can say. But products are used for final consumption. Once we use the product, then we are unable to reuse the product here. Maybe we can reuse, but only certain period of time. There is not unlimited time, we can say. Okay, you know that if you use the unlimited, for example, you can say ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, okay, maybe we have a TV or maybe we have a mobile, we can use it unlimited. You know that each and every product there is a life will be there for that. Okay, after certain period of time, okay, the capacity or maybe the durability of the product will comes down, but here it's not like that. The factors like labor, we can say however we use the labor, we can upgrade or we can able to train them or maybe we can use for the various purposes, but product is not like that. So this is what the difference between the product and the factor market. Then if you talk about the last point, that the supply of the factors of the production is independent of the demand for them. So it is completely independent. If I want to go to work, I'll work. If I don't want to work, I don't work. This is how. But demand for the product, it's not like that. It is dependent. Okay, it is a independent, but it is a dependent. Supply is related to the demand. Based on the demand only, we can able to supply of the product. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಅದ. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟದ್ದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಬೇಕಾದಿರಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗದ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇಡಾದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ factor market. Hope you understood this particular point. Okay, then we'll go for the next topic, that is marginal productivity theory is there. Okay, so this we can discuss in the next presentation because this is very much important, so we'll discuss in the next presentation. Thank you. Thank you guys. Hope you're understanding. Okay, I don't say you can subscribe or maybe you can like, you can click the like button and all, but one request is please everyone should go through the presentation and try to understand. If you have any queries, please give the comments here. If you want any corrections also, if you want any changes is required, then also you can give the comments here. Okay, thank you guys.